Welcome back. This segment is sponsored by Burcon Chiropractic. He's done years of research on a condition known as Meniere's disease, an inner ear disorder that affects people's balance and hearing. Today, Michale Burcon from Burcon Chiropractic is here to talk with us a little bit more about it. Now, to put it into layman's term, what is Meniere's disease in itself?
Stephanie, it's vertigo, which is much worse than dizziness.
Okay.
People that have it get so dizzy they'll fall down and hurt themselves. They get nauseous. They get really, really sick. And most people don't realize how sick these people can get because if they're not having an episode, they look perfectly normal.
Okay. Now, when they come to you, how do you diagnose something like this?
Well, actually, in my studies, ENTs, otolaryngologists, diagnose it.
Ear, nose, and throat doctors?
Yeah, because they have to do an MRI to make sure they don't have a brain tumor.
Okay.
And then they do a series of rather exotic tests, like blow hot and cold air and water in their ears until they get sick.
Oh,
when they do
that
all
sounds
these,
pleasant.
It's not.
Oh, awful.
So it's a disease that's diagnosed by exclusion. If they don't have anything else that could be causing vertigo, then they have Meniere's disease. And the bad thing is then they just give them a lot of medication that makes them tired. And if that doesn't work, they do really drastic surgeries like removing the inner ear or doing brain surgery to sever the nerve to the ear.
Okay, so when they come to you, how can you help with this a little bit?
Well, what I've discovered is these people have had whiplash, but the correlation wasn't made because they had whiplash a long time before, like 15 years. So most people get this when they're around 40, and they either got in a car accident when they first started to drive, or maybe they did something silly and fell on their head in college or something like that. They get married, they forget all about that, they don't mention it to the doctor. So they didn't realize they had that trauma, but their head gets stuck forward and off to one side. And you can actually see in photographs of these people that they have this head tilt.
And so then what is the treatment?
I adjust the upper bone in the neck.
Okay.
And we don't do it very often. And 9 out of 10 people get over vertigo.
Wow. So how fast can someone get relief from something like that? Is it something that's instantaneous?
It's
or does it
different
take a
with
couple
everybody.
times?
Their symptoms are different. Sometimes people will come in and they can't even walk, and they'll get adjusted and they'll feel fine. And sometimes it's going to run its course, so it's different in every case.
For everybody. Wow. All right.
But I want people to realize that we treat other things other than Meniere's.
Sure, absolutely.
It's just that these people with things like trigeminal neuralgia, one-sided neurological disorders, they have no place to turn. So once a year in the summer, we have a national conference that's in June, and people, doctors, patients, their caregivers come from all over the United States. This year we got someone coming from Sweden, Malaysia, that have already signed up. But we're doing anything at Meyer Gardens that's a smaller, shorter, more casual, because it's a very intensive workshop for one day where we're making grand rounds on these patients. So people would just like to visit the butterfly exhibit.
Excellent. There's an event that's coming up, right?
This Saturday at 1 o'clock. Give us a call or email me at the office. I'll be there this afternoon.
Okay.
And they get free admission to Meyer Gardens. They get to see the butterflies, and I'll answer any of their questions about upper cervical specific chiropractic.
All right, sounds good. You can learn much more. We have all the information right there. It is on our website. For more information, you can also call 616-575-9990 or go to burconchiropractic.com for more information. We've also put this information on our Take 5 homepage. Up next, we're going to check out some of the top must-haves for spring. But first, we want to send it into the Information Center for a look at what they are working on for tonight at 6 o'clock. Derek?